Hey there, it's Jenny B from vitalitybyjenny.com, and today's topic is how to lose weight healthily. So there's obviously several different ways that you can go about losing weight, such as, starving yourself or just simply cutting down on calories, or even something like the Atkins diet where you're eating a lot of protein and cutting out carbohydrates as much as possible. So these are obviously all going to allow you to lose weight in the short term. But they're going to ruin your body over the long term. This is obvious with the starving yourself or the cutting calories. Obviously, you're not going to be getting enough calories to continue to expend energy each day. And when you cut calories, and that means that you're also cutting down on all the nutrients that you're receiving. So it's kind of obvious that if you're cutting down on all the nutrients and all the calories that you're consuming, then your body's not going to run as efficiently as if you were consuming the right amount of calories for your body and the right amount of nutrients for your body. And this is the same thing with the Atkins diet, where you're eating a lot of protein and cutting out all of your carbohydrates. See, our bodies actually run on carbohydrates. Every single cell in our body needs simple sugars to be able to run efficiently. So if you cut out all of the carbohydrates in your food, not only are you losing a ton of nutrition, because the foods that are carbohydrate-rich foods happen to be plant foods, which have the most nutrition, the most nutrients in them, the most vitamins and minerals. So if you're eating a lot of protein, then you're automatically losing a lot of nutrients. And you may lose weight the first month. I know people tend to lose weight pretty well the first month that they're on this diet, but then after that, it's gonna stop. The weight loss is going to stop, and you're going to start gaining weight again. And not only that, but you're going to be in a terrible mood because, like I said, every single cell in our bodies runs off of simple sugars. And so if you're not getting these sugars from your diet, your body is going to go into like overdrive, saying, give me some food. And you're going to be so obsessed with food that you're not going to be thinking clearly, and you're going to be going a little crazy. So you can see that with these options, you're going to be losing weight, but it's not going to be in a healthy way. So what do you do when you want to lose weight in a very healthy way? Well, what I suggest that you do first is cut out meat and dairy. So number one is cut out all meat and dairy, all animal products. This is going to allow your body to start gradually losing weight. The reason that you lose weight whenever you stop eating animal products is for several reasons, actually. One is you're not consuming animal foods are actually the most toxic foods that we can eat because they're higher up on the food chain. So they've eaten thousands of plants who each have small amounts of chemicals in them, and they've all been stored in the animal's fat cells. And so when we eat dairy or we eat the animal itself, we're actually eating these fat cells and consuming these toxins thousands times more than if we had just eaten the plants that the cows had eaten. So when we eat this amount of toxins, these toxins that our body can't actually dispel get stored in our fat cells, and therefore you get fat. Another reason that you lose weight whenever you stop eating animal products is that these foods are actually really high in fat. And the fat that you eat is the fat that you wear, generally speaking. So if you cut out all these high fat foods, then it's easy to start losing the fat that you're still holding on to. And another reason that you start losing weight whenever you cut out animal products is that when you eat animal foods, these foods are actually extremely hard for our systems to digest. So they hardly get digested fully, and they end up creating like a backlog in our system. And when you get all of these foods that are just sitting there, stuck in your system and not digesting properly, then these undigested particles, your body doesn't recognize them, and so it thinks they're toxic, and therefore it gets stored in your fat cells if it can't dispel them. So yet another reason why animal products are a no-no if you're looking to lose weight. So then the second step that I think that you should do after you've successfully stopped eating animal products is to start adding in more raw foods compared to cooked foods. Raw foods like fruits and vegetables are higher in water content, higher in nutrients, as well as have less calories per bite than other cooked vegan options. These three things combined are going to help you to lose weight fast. So the more raw foods that you eat, the more weight you can lose. So the first two steps, again, just to recap, were to 1, get rid of animal products, And then 2, start adding in more raw foods. So the third step that I would suggest when you're trying to lose weight is to start eating less fat. So even if you're eating a high raw vegan diet, you can still up your weight loss by starting to cut down on your fat intake from things like nuts and seeds, avocados, coconuts, those kinds of things, which are still raw and vegan, but they're actually high in fat. And so if you just cut down on those and you include that with the other 2 tactics that I mentioned, like cutting down animal products and upping your intake of raw foods, then you are going to be doing the most that you can for diet-wise to lose weight. There's of course other things that we can talk about when it comes to losing weight, which I may on a future video, but as far as diet in a simplified manner, those are my 3 top tips. So 1 is to stop eating animal products altogether, 2 is to up your intake of raw foods, and then 3 is to lower your intake of fat. I hope that this video has helped clarify for you how to lose weight in a healthy way. If you like this video and you would like to get some free recipes to help you get started on your new healthy journey, then just visit my website, www.happysexyhealthy.net, the link should be below, to get your own personal free recipe ebook, as well as a detox report that I wrote. I hope to see you guys around. I love you. Bye.